Hello there, welcome back, or if you're new here, my name's Julie and I'm so glad you're joining me today. This plan with me is a follow-on from my washi tape tip video where I show this gorgeous set of 60 5mm washi tapes in all the rainbow colours sent to me by eBay. My affiliate link will be in the description and you can get 30% off anything on their website with code Julie30. My final tip in that video was to use washi to create horizontal, vertical or diagonal stripes to jazz up your planner spreads. This tip and all these washis inspired me to make a memory page. I love bright colours and these just scream the 80s to me. While I'm creating this page, I'll be sharing some of my memories from my favourite decade. I have the perfect book for this page that I picked up in a recent Facebook destash, this retro babe sticker book from Live Love Posh. Hopefully I can find 3 colours to match in my box of washi tapes from eBay. I'm looking for a green, yellow and bright pink to match the stickers. I think the ones I've picked match really well. I'm going to make a zigzag stripe with the 3 colours. Stripes seem to be everywhere in the 80s. In the 70s it was the oranges and browns, and in the 80s, from what I remember, it was rainbow stripes. It brings to mind things like Multicoloured Swap Shop, which was a TV show I used to watch as a kid every Saturday morning, where children used to take in an item that they wanted to swap, like a game they had stopped playing with, or some old roller skates. And they would get the chance to swap that item for something else. That was the part of the show that I really hated watching, because often the item that was offered for swap wasn't as good as the item the child had, but the child was on camera, so could hardly say, no, actually, I don't really want to swap my toy after all. I always used to feel that the children got quite a bad deal and went away wishing they hadn't swapped at all. I remember having the most hideous pair of leg warmers that were yellow with red, blue and green stripes on them. Of course, leg warmers were very in the 80s because of the TV show Fame, which was another obsession of mine. I would have loved to go to the fictional New York School of Performing Arts. And it's often been a secret impulse of mine to just get up on some tables in a cafeteria and start belting out a song, as they did in the show. But I've managed to restrain myself. I did in fact study drama when I went to university, but the reality was nothing like the TV show. And yes, in case you're wondering, the leg warmers looked awful and I never actually wore them out in public. I think they were a Christmas present to me. I didn't choose them myself. Although I have to say, as with most 80s teenagers, my dress sense was not the best. Rah-rah skirts, knickerbockers and satin trousers, anyone? Oh, the memories. This page is going to be a page for my top 10 groups of the 80s. And it's going to be hard to choose because 80s music was and still is the best. I'm adding this fun sticker of this girl listening to her music in the corner, and then I'm going to add some boxes, so I'll be right back when that's done. I'll add a few more decorative stickers now while I confess to my musical tastes of the 80s. My brother had much cooler music taste than me. He liked things like U2, The Smiths, Prince, Depeche Mode. Whereas I like anything with a catchy melody and a chorus I could sing along to. My first albums were actually Blondie and Adam and the Ants, which aren't too bad. I was a big Adam and the Ant fan. Of course, the 80s was the age of the music video, and Adam Ant was very good at making really colourful theatrical music videos. And some of the groups I liked, everyone at that time liked, like Spandau Ballet, Duran Duran, Tears for Fears. But I also liked Dollar, Bucks Fizz, Kids from Fame, and a lot of the tunes put out by Stock Aitken and Waterman, if you remember them. And even ABBA at that time were considered a little bit uncool, believe it or not. Of course, those were the days when our main way of getting music to play in our bedrooms was to tape it off the television. Top of the Pops was on every week, and I remember sitting there with our tape recorder ready to press record when our favourite song came along. And how frustrating it was when the whole song wasn't played and the presenter spoke over the end of the song, because that meant from that day on, whenever you listened to that song, you would also hear the same comments over and over again. I actually still have some of my old tapes from the 80s, and one that always makes me laugh is one where my mum said, "Is this the one you wanted?" after we pressed record. So every time we listened to the song, we got her voice. I have to say, that happened more than once. My mum and dad didn't understand quite how important it was not to speak when we were about to record. Ah, the good old days. Well, I think this spread is done and it looks super cute. I'd love to hear your memories of the 80s if you have them to share. Or if you're younger than me, which is probably the case, is there any music from the 80s that you know and enjoy? Thanks again to EB for this washi set. And if you want to see what other washi sets they have on offer, then check the link in my description. Orders over $49 get free shipping. And remember to use Julie30 to save 30%. In case you missed my 10 washi tips video, you can see it here. And if you enjoy decorative planning, then do subscribe to see more creative videos from me. Until next time, happy planning, take care, and see you soon.